Hello and welcome to Rolling with Two. I'm Will, and with me as always is the one who's ready to strike back,
Sarah.
And today we're doing a two-player perspective and accessibility for Star Realm: Rise of Empire. Sarah, tell us a bit about this game.
All right. Rise of Empire is a prequel to the main Star Realms game. Through a 12-scenario, legacy-style campaign, players will permanently alter the market cards while tracking their battle wins and losses. Players will compete to achieve various objectives, earning them victory points. After the campaign is over, the altered market deck can be played by itself or combined with previous Star Realms content. And as an alternative to permanently altering the cards, you can buy the separate Infinite Replay deck, which we did.
Yes. So we will be covering this part
Yes.
as well.
Okay, so Will, how does the game change for two players?
So for two players, it's meant to be a two-player
Two-player
game.
game.
In fact, you actually have to go to the back of the book to actually see rules for multiplayer play. As it comes to bots, because this is a campaign game and we're not trying to do any sort of spoilers, we cannot confirm or deny the presence of a Nana bot.
Right. Now, we may show some stuff from the first scenario that's, I believe they themselves,
That's readily available
yeah,
out
it's
there.
readily available. There's just some basics that help you start up the whole campaign.
Yes.
But we will try to keep images that spoil the things, and we will try not to talk about anything that spoils the campaign. Okay, moving on. Issues. Add a two-player count. There are none, because this is a really fantastic...
Good Lord, I hope there's not.
Now, there's a couple of neutral-ish things that we do need to point out. This is a little different than other Star Realms games. Each of the two players will be playing a specific faction, specifically Trade Federation and Star Empire. That's the story. It's based off of these two.
And you're going to
Yeah.
be locked into those factions for the entire course of the campaign.
Right. Whether that's good or bad, you can look at our review, but I mean, honestly, I don't think it's bad, but it's just something to be aware of. Because that does kind of lock you into an initial play style, but only initially.
Yeah.
And then, just in case you're not aware, Star Realms is a head-to-head versus game. This campaign just amplifies it. That you were beating each other up before. Now you're really beating each other up.
Yes. But I feel it also gives a bit more context,
Yes.
too. So you're beating each other up for now reasons
I know, not
that are
as
now
true.
clear to you.
That's true. There's actually a story about why you're doing this, rather than normal Star Realms where you're just going around the universe and
You're just space bullies.
Space bullies. Okay. Moving on to accessibility. So let's go over the pros and cons of the sticker versus the replay deck. Like I said, pros and cons. So some of the cons with the stickers, you're going to have two different stickers. You're going to have a sticker that goes over the ability box at the bottom, and you have a little round sticker that goes above the icon in the upper left-hand corner. Both of those can be, I mean, we haven't tried them, but I'm going to say they look like they might be challenging to do, especially the tiny little stickers. Getting them in place is going to be difficult. And then getting those stickers flat across the card is, I mean, it's kind of why we have never really liked legacy games, and why whenever there's an option for a replay pack or something else.
Or an infinity pack that specifically said you don't have to mess with any
Right.
stickers, we jumped on it.
Right, exactly. So that's going to be a bit challenging. Also, with the ability stickers, it's going to add information to what's already printed on the card. It's not going to completely cover up everything there. So when you play a card that the sticker added a damage, but the card had damage as well, you're going to have to continually do math. I mean, it's not big, but it's just more numbers you're going to have to add up.
Yeah, make sure you don't miss anything.
Right.
Whereas the cards would combine all the math, and so you get that card, and instead of 2 damage and 1 damage, it just says 3 damage.
Right, which is nice, but okay. this is not giving away too much, but you're going to have a sheet of stickers on the left and the right, and there's 5 rows, but there, so there's 2 stickers for each row. You will only ever place...
each row corresponds to a particular value of card.
Right, sorry,
so
I forgot
like,
about that.
like a 2 value card, the left side of that row will be for ships. The right side would be for bases that are 2 cost.
Right. So when you do one of the 2 stickers, you can never do the other one. So the tricky part here is when you're pulling out cards from the replay deck, there will potentially be multiple ways. Oh God, this is giving away some of it. Let's just say there will be an opportunity to upgrade a 2-cost card more than once.
Well, I think it's not hard to say. There will be multiple sticker packs.
Okay, we can
and
say
so
that.
multiple sticker packs will have values
that are different.
That are different and also the same. And when they're the same, they might be different abilities.
Right. So you have to be very careful that when you're pulling the card out of the replay deck, you might have, 4 different hunters. You have to pick the right one for the sticker that you're putting it on, because you still have to check mark off on your sheet that you use that sticker so that you never use the other sticker that corresponds with it.
Yes.
So there's still trickiness there. And also because of this, you're going to be going through cards a lot, because for me, I had to go through more because I had to handle wheels as well. But if normal person, you're going to have your own deck of extra cards. It's called a sideboard. And so you're going to be pulling it out, going through it, picking out the card that you want, taking the card that was in the main market deck out and putting in the new one. So you will be manipulating cards more. But granted, you'd have to do that with stickers anyways, but not as much.
Yeah, it just might even take you more time because now you're putting 2 stickers on every time.
Right. Now, I will...
Still doing the paperwork because
Right.
there is cards where that track, okay, which faction did I make an alliance with and upgrade?
Yeah.
So you have to also track that too.
Right. You have to track each of the 3 new factions to see who aligned with the most of each faction. Or, well, that might have given away something, but it's important. Okay, that's the sticker versus replay deck comparison for what's difficult about it. Going back to the normal cards and the stickers, the combined faction icons are just really hard to parse because they made 9 unique icons. So you've got 3 new factions, and then you've got each of those factions combined with the Star Empire icon, and then each of those factions combined with the Trade Federation. And they look distinctly different for every single one of them. And so for me, that was just a bit overwhelming because I had to make sure I'm identifying the right card every time for Will. And there was a few of them, mostly the Trade Federation ones, where it blended in so much. I think it was the Consortium. Consortium mixed with Trade Federation just really wasn't that distinct because it was blue with blue. And so it just really didn't pop. And so oftentimes I'd be like, well, that's just a Consortium. Oh, wait, no. That's the modified Consortium with Trade Federation.
And I will say, because of these new factions, I don't think they're ideally made to combine with other Star Realms.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's an accessibility issue. As much as they say you can play this with other Star Realms content, can't say we recommend it, because then you're adding there's 3 base factions here plus the 4 in Star Realms, so you've got 7 factions that you'd be mixing together. I don't think it would work very well. I think it would dilute it.
yeah.
All right, lots of shuffling. Just expect that. It's Star Realms. That it's a card game. The envelopes that all the secret stuff come in are really hard to open, so kind of expect that you're going to be tearing things a little bit. If you're worried about stuff staying in pristine condition, you may just want to transfer them out of the envelopes. I don't know. And then the Kickstarter version that we got came with promo cards for Star Realms, but not specifically for Rise of Empire, which actually I'm kind of glad about that they didn't bloat this, because this is a really nice encapsulated product.
Yes.
But
it would have been nice for them to mention, hey, these promo cards aren't for this.
Yeah, because it contains all the 4 original factions, which don't really combine well with the Rise of Empire set. Okay, I think that's everything that we had issues with. But what it does right, it is completely easy to learn for new players. They taught you how to play the base Star Realms game, which I know sounds kind of stupid, but we've actually come across games where they made assumptions that you had played their previous products. And so they didn't fully teach you how to play the game in a new version of it.
Right.
So they don't make that mistake here. You get, this is how you play Star Realms. This is how you play Rise of Empire. And this is how you play multiplayer. So they got all the rules in, very succinct, very good to teach.
Yeah, and they teach you all the factions and such. Like the one that comes to mind is Orleans the Dice game.
Yeah.
Where they didn't even bother telling you what any of the symbols were. Where the base game, which we did have, we actually pulled that out, looked at it like, oh, okay, now we have names for these symbols. No, we actually get a full description of even the base. In fact, they tell you, if you know how to play Star Realms, you can skip this section and move to here.
Yep. So it's good for new players and it's good for returning players. Returning players are going to be able to jump into this super easy because, well, how you play the game doesn't really change. It's the scenarios, like any campaign game, the scenarios change what you play in each play of the game. Mm-hmm. And with that, I really appreciated that when there was a major rule change, they gave you a card to display on the table to remind you this is, like, some of them, again, not to get specific, some of them change, like, just setup, like what you do right at the beginning of that play, and then you just play normally after that. But some of them have an ongoing effect, and you need to be reminded of that.
Yeah. What does this do again?
Right.
And like, oh yeah, here's the card that says, here's the rules.
Right, exactly. Oh, authority dials. Oh my God, they needed these. Maybe they have them for regular Star Realms and we just haven't gotten them. But these dials are so much easier than any of the previous iterations of cards or using percentile dice.
I think there was even an option in this particular Kickstarter. You could buy extra ones.
You could buy extra ones, and
but we didn't need it because we're just going to play it 2 players.
Right, so that you could have them for multiplayer Star Realms. But I think they're the best thing ever. So if you play normal Star Realms, you might want to invest in some of these dials because they're super good.
Yeah.
The rest of the iconography is good, other than those combo icons. But it's basic Star Realms. They didn't reinvent the wheel here. They just changed how it all kind of came together.
Yeah.
And then that main market deck, as you go through the scenarios, it doesn't significantly change, but it does. There are some changes, but it doesn't bloat. Like,
yeah, a lot of times when you're putting a new card in, you're pulling one out.
Right.
So like for the stickered cards, so it's a net neutral.
Right.
There's only a few times where you're adding a few cards. So for the most part, you stick with a 60 card deck.
Yeah.
Which is nice because there's been so many other games that just add more cards, add more cards. And then eventually you don't actually see mechanisms come together.
Right.
Because now the deck is like twice what its original size was.
Exactly. So it does a really good job here. Mm-hmm. Okay, conclusion.
For 2 players.
Yeah, this is, well, I mean, it's designed for 2 players. I'm not sure how it'd be at multiplayer, but this is a fantastic 2-player, short, quick, and engaging, campaign. And I'm sorry that was a bit of a spoiler for the review, but it's a must. If you're only watching this video because you want to know if it plays well with 2 players, this is a really good one.
Yes, I totally agree. Accessibility.
This is going to be mostly yes. You're going to have to decide for yourself whether you want to deal with the stickers and just buy the campaign as is, or buy the replay deck, and then you're going to have to deal with putting cards in and out and trying not to get those confused. There is no perfect solution, but it depends on what you want. For us, the replay deck was the right solution for us. We definitely like it much better.
Yes. Accessibility, I definitely agree that the Infinite Replay pack definitely adds so much more, because it adds one extra feature that the stickers can't match, is you can infinitely reset the campaign to play it over again and experience different choices where the stickers don't let you do that. Right. Now the Infinite Replay pack does come with a fresh set of base cards, so even if you did play the sticker and you were unhappy with how it all turned out, getting the infinite replay pack will fully reset you and let you enjoy the campaign over and over again.
Yes. And we will talk in our review about whether it's worth replaying it and replaying it and replaying it.
Yes. All right, that'll do it for us. Sarah,
Yes.
with this being a prequel, would you like to see something like a sequel or another prequel for maybe a different faction?
I don't know. I kind of so what I really like, and I'm trying again not to spoil things. I really enjoyed the amount of story you get for what this is. It works perfectly in my mind. So a little spoilery for the review. So I kind of do want to see other campaigns, and maybe focus on different stories. So that would be kind of cool. I'm just not sure how much I'm not a big fan, I guess, of prequels in general. Sometimes they're good. It just still comes down to it's explaining something that happened in the past, but then you know at a certain point what happens in the future.
Right.
So for me, I think I prefer the sequel concept of where it's going. But then again, in the normal Star Realms game, there's really not much of a story.
Right. If anything, I would like to see that for the regular
Yes.
Star Realms games is a story component.
Yeah.
Because this, I felt it wasn't. Well, we'll cover it on the reviews of how it operated, but I did feel it added so much to the game.
I agree.
So
yes, I think I would love to see this campaign story aspect added or created for other Star Realms factions and explore more of the world.
Yes.
Or universe?
Yes.
Galaxy.
And contextualize the
Right.
galaxy.
Exactly.
All right. And why would you ever realm the stars with just one when you can star realms with two? If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can reach out to us on the various social media platforms at
Rolling with Two, that's TWO. We're on Blue Sky, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For Discord, we have a channel on Tabletop Express. Check the show notes for the invite link.
If you have time, check out the other content Nanaman has found for you, because remember, he's rolling with you.